back courtside, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk about the West Union Lady Dragons. Kirsten Rowe, the head coach, second-year head coach at West Union. Lady Dragons coming into this contest, 3 wins, 10 losses in conference play. They finished 4th in Division I of the Southern Hills Athletic Conference. They had a little bit better record overall than the Crooksville Lady Ceramics. They have an 8-win, 14-loss overall record for West Union. Now let's take a look at the roster, if we can squeeze it in here before we honor America courtside. Jocelyn Hall wears number 2. She is a freshman. Maddie Stout, also a freshman, wearing number 3. Emily Stapleton is wearing number 4. She's a sophomore. Ashla Staten wears number 5. She's a junior. Violet Randolph is a freshman, wearing number 6. Corinne Blanton wears number 11. She's a senior. Annabelle McIntosh is a freshman, wearing number 12. Emily Stapleton wears number 16. She's a junior. Kale Garrison, a sophomore, wearing number 17. Shelby Weekly wears number 21. She's a sophomore. Elena Kingsolver wearing number 22. She is a senior. And rounding out the roster is Paige Toll, a sophomore, wearing number 26. Ethan Strickland is first-year AD at West Union High School with Principal Mike Rhodes and Superintendent Don Wallace. That's a look at your roster for the West Union Lady Dragons. Be sure to stick with us afterwards. We will have a conversation with head coach Kirsten Rowe in the ACRMC Family Medicine Coaches Comment Show. And as always, I'll name a snappy tomato pizza player of the game. All right, they're about ready to do the honors here courtside of announcing the teams and, of course, honoring America. So we'll take one more break and be back to talk about starters and have our first serve right after this on the Shack Sports Radio Network.
Our business is helping you grow. We're Baxter Tractor. We take care of you like family.
We've been growing since 1946. As your Kubota dealer, our focus is to help you grow today and into the future. Stop by one of our locations today, visit with our folks, and see our entire lineup of Kubota products.
Our business is helping you grow. Baxter Tractor.
Whether you need insurance to protect your home, car, business, or your family's financial future, I believe that your needs are best served by your local neighbors. Shirley Link, your local Encova insurance agent, will take the time to get to know your specific needs. Contact Shirley Link today to find out how you can benefit from working with a local agent. Visit linkinsuranceservice.com or call 937-695-0611.
Who is Barry Chevrolet? Why don't you ask your friends and neighbors? Because after 70 years and 4 generations in the automotive industry, odds are we've made a happy customer out of somebody you know. Hard-working, proud Americans drive Chevrolets, and that's why we sell them at Barry's. Hats off to everybody driving a Silverado truck. You're my kind of people. Barry Chevrolet, your best deal dealer.
Hey, sports fan! Did you know the OHSAA is among the national leaders in social media? Check out the OHSAA's social media platforms for news, tournament information, accomplishments, helpful links, and all the items available in the fan guide, including photos, DVDs, and publications. Check out OHSAA Sports on Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, and Instagram. And who knows, you may be the next featured face.
Ladies and gentlemen, again, I'm Ken Smith, along with Matt Hildebrand, running the production side of Goodguysradiotv.com, and also Sarah Rigdon back in the studio producing everything at 99.5 The Edge. We'd like to welcome our listeners from Crooksville who are watching on Goodguysradiotv.com. Hope everybody is checking out the game here this evening as, again, we continue with tournament volleyball action for the Southern Hills Athletic Conference. Let's talk about the starters for this volleyball game. Starting on the side of Crooksville, it'll be Bryn Lundell, also Jilliana Locke, Erica Flood, Madison Rambo, Paige Freen, and Miley Davis. Starting on the side of Crooksville. For West Union, it'll be Jocelyn Hall, Maddie Stout, Emily Stapleton, Ashla Staten, Corinne Blanton, and Elena Kingsolver. Starting for the West Union Lady Dragons. We have more tournament volleyball action for you tomorrow night. That game will be on C103. It'll be from New Miami. It'll be Ripley versus New Miami. It'll be from Miami Valley Christian Academy in Newtown, Ohio. I'll be courtside to bring you that game again. Ripley versus New Miami tomorrow night on C103. Thursday night, we have more doubleheader volleyball action for you. It will be North Adams versus Fairfield on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, and Fayetteville versus Middletown Christian on 99.5 The Edge. And, of course, hopefully we'll get some wins and move forward with our volleyball teams. The officials checking the lineups, getting everybody ready to go. By the way, Maylee Collins, the libero on the side of Crooksville, will be out there to start. As well as on the West Union side. And we've got a number difference. We'll have to get back to that. Back to serve is going to be Lundell. West Union receives. Staten will set. Corinne Blanton for an attempt. And that was no good on the kill. Coming back the other direction off the hands of Rambo for a kill. Now a joust at the net, and Corinne Blanton on the attack will get her first kill of the match. So West Union will send Blanton back to serve. Blanton's serve comes across, received by Locke. Now a quick touch by Flood and returned off the hands of Lundell. Staten will set West Union's Kingsolver for a very soft off-speed attack, and it works. And Kingsolver will get her first kill. Again, an off-speed attack by Elena Kingsolver will give West Union the 2-point lead. Serve comes across to Crooksville. Flood will set it now with another off-speed attack, this time by Crooksville. Paige Frame is able to get the point. That'll be her first kill. Crooksville trailing by 1 will send Locke back to serve. Locke with the serve comes across, received in the back row by the libero. Staten will set it, and on the attack was Stout, and bounced off the out-of-bounds pole, and Crooksville, we're going to end up getting called out of bounds for that. Took just a moment to get that call made. Crooksville gets the point, and we're tied at 2 apiece. First set of the match. Locke back to serve again. Locke will serve it across. That was received by Stout, and a save there, but West Union not able to return it. Would have been 4 hits. So Crooksville gets the point. Score Locke with the ace for that. West Union not able to return. Snappy Tomato Pizza. They sponsor our player of the match. Stick with us afterwards as I will name a Snappy Tomato Pizza player of the match. On the serve, it was a service error. Went out of bounds. That'll tie us up at 3 apiece. And Stout will step back to serve. That'll be received in the back row by the libero Collins and now returned. So West Union will set it to Kingsolver for a floor spike. That did not work. Now Flood will set, and on the attack, Frame for Crooksville. Staten will set it to West Union's Kingsolver. That attack did not work, and now Frame again, off-speed attack. Staten with the save, and that'll be set back to Kingsolver. She'll have to just do a simple return. Flood will set again, now on the attack this time, punched into the back row by Rambo. West Union able to return. That came off the hands of Kingsolver. Flood with the set again to Frame. She'll drop this attack short in the net, and the point will go to West Union. West Union now leading by 1. Stout back to serve. Stout serves it across, received by Locke. Flood with a touch and returned off the hands of Rambo. And now Blanton is going to set a return for West Union. That did not get anywhere, off the hands of Hall. Now they're going to set Kingsolver for the attack. No problem there for Crooksville. Flood again with the set, and Frame on the attack. West Union struggling, trying to save it, and they are able to return it. What a save there for the Lady Dragons. Frame on the attack again. Saved in the back row by Stout. They're going to set it up for Hall, and blocked at the net. On the block was Rambo. Give her a block there, and Crooksville gets the point. We're tied again at 4 apiece. Rambo back to serve for Crooksville. Rambo serves it across, received by Staten, and that's an ace for Rambo. Ends up out of bounds off West Union. Special thanks to our season sponsors, Willie & Son Trucking, the Carpet Outlet, that's the Winchester Carpet Outlet, and Barry Chevrolet. Kingsolver will do a simple return for West Union. And Frame on the attack now for Crooksville. Blanton with the dig, and Blanton will also return it. That'll come back over to Locke, and Flood with the set to Davis for the return that time. Neither team attacking. We're just seeing simple returns. Let's see if they can attack this time. Off-speed attack by Davis did not work. Blanton will set Kingsolver, blocked by Davis. Staten saves it, and Blanton returns it. And then on the attempted return by Rambo for Crooksville, it'll go out of bounds, and the point will go to the Lady Dragons. Libero back in on the side of Crooksville. On the other side, now joining the floor will be Stapleton. Stapleton with the serve, dug out by Locke, but it ends up out of bounds, so that'll be an ace for West Union. So West Union again with the serve, dug out, and now Blanton will set it. Kingsolver on the attack. Crooksville able to handle that, now back the other direction. An attempted block at the net by Stapleton, off an attack by Frame. That did not work. Crooksville will set it again. Davis with a simple return. It comes over to Staten. Blanton to Staten for the return. Now Collins receiving. Now Frame on the attack for Crooksville. And West Union struggling, not able to get the return. And Frame will get her second kill. Another substitution for Crooksville. Hall will check in, replacing Frame. Frame goes out with those 2 kills. Back to serve Camden Hall. Hall serves it across to Kingsolver in the back row. An overpass, and Davis is able to get the overkill. West Union did not mean to pass that back to Crooksville. That's called an overpass, and again, that set Davis up perfect for an overkill. Back to serve again is going to be Hall for Crooksville. Serves that one across, received and returned by Stout. And at the net, West Union gets the point. Do apologize, I missed who is credited with that. I think it might have been Blanton getting another kill. Kingsolver with the serve. Flood to Davis. Nice, powerful kill that time by Miley Davis. That'll give her 2 kills. Crooksville subbing again. Chamberlain checks in this time to replace Flood. Chamberlain will step back to serve. By the way, I believe that is Randolph that is playing libero for West Union. And Randolph will receive it. Staten will set it. Blanton on the attack. It's good. 3 kills now for Corinne Blanton. Another substitution for Crooksville. Van Meter will come in, replacing Locke. Staten will serve now. We're tied at 8 apiece. First set of the match. Staten serves into the back row, and Davis. And then the return off the hands of Van Meter. Now West Union will set it to Blanton. She'll punch it into the back row to Collins. And now the set to Davis. No attack there. See if West Union can get an attack. Blanton with an off speed. Crooksville able to handle it. Collins will return it. West Union, Staten setting it. Returned off the hands of Stapleton. No problem there for Crooksville. They'll set it up for Van Meter for the return. Comes over to Blanton. Staten's going to set it back to Blanton off speed, but she breaks the plane under the net. And the point will go to Crooksville. That should put Crooksville on top. No, tied, 8 apiece. Rambo back in, also Flood back in. Collins will step back to serve. Yeah, it is a 1-point lead for Crooksville, 9-8. Collins back to serve. And that's going to end up out of bounds. A little too strong on the serve for service error. Now we're tied at 9 apiece. Stapleton serving. Hall back in, replacing the libero for West Union. Randolph will go out. Stapleton serves, and that one is also a service error. too strong out the backside. Randolph back in for West Union. On the other side, Frame replacing Hall. And serving is going to be Lundell. 1 point lead for Crooksville, 10-9. Staten sets Blanton. She'll punch it into the back row, received by Lundell. Now they'll set it up to Frame for the attack. Nice dig by West Union. Returned off the hands of Hall. She tried to dink at the net. That didn't work. A dump by Rambo. That doesn't work. Now Blanton on the attack. Back over Flood will set Rambo for another attack. Again, unsuccessful. Blanton punches it across to Frame. And then Rambo back to Frame for the simple return. Goes over to Kingsolver. Staten's going to set Hall this time. Off-speed attack. That didn't work. Simple return by Frame. Both teams just kind of volleying back and forth. Now the attack attempt is good by Hall. Jocelyn Hall gets her first kill. Blanton will go back to serve, tied at 10 apiece. Blanton serves into the back row to Lundell. Now the set to Rambo. Rambo with a floor spike. That didn't work. Staten will set Kingsolver for an attack. Lundell with a nice save. Frame and then returned off the hands of Collins. Comes over to Staten. Kingsolver will have to volley it over. No problem there. Oh, it goes out of bounds. Offline there with the return, and Crooksville gets the point. Locke back in, replacing Van Meter. 1 point lead for Crooksville. Locke back to serve. Locke serves it across to Blanton. Staten will set it on the attack. Is going to be Stout, but it's too strong. Ends up out of bounds, and the point will go to Crooksville. Lady Ceramics now with a 2 point lead. Locke again with the serve. Locke serves it across to Blanton, receiving in the back row. Staten will set it. On the attack is going to be Hall. Dug out, I believe that was Flood on the dig. Now returned from the back row. A little too strong there by Lundell. That'll go out of bounds, and West Union gets the point. Stout will now serve for the Lady Dragons. Stout serves it across. Nice dig by Collins. And Frame with tried to do just a little punch over the net and did not get it quite strong enough. Dropped on the Crooksville side. West Union got the point. Stout again with the serve. Comes over and received, and an overpass there. West Union could not capitalize on that. Locke with a quick touch, and then the return, I think on the attack there was Frame. Now Hall returns it for West Union. Comes to Collins, Flood, and then Rambo on the attack, and it's good. Madison Rambo gets the kill. Coming back in is going to be Davis. Out will go Collins. Rambo will serve for Crooksville. Rambo serves it across to Staten. Blanton will set it. Kingsolver with the attack, blocked by Davis. Nice save by Staten. It'll be returned by West Union. Now with a simple return is going to be Frame. West Union will now set it. Hall on the attack, and that one might work. It does. Jocelyn Hall gets her second kill. We're tied again at 13 apiece. Randolph back to serve for West Union. Randolph serves it across, might get an ace. Looks like the Ceramics are going to be able to return it. That'll come over to Stapleton. Now Kingsolver blocked by Davis. Miley Davis gets her first block. Actually, I think that might be her second block. I forgot to write the other one down. As Camden Hall back in, replacing Frame for Crooksville. Hall will serve. Crooksville with a 1 point lead. And an ace now for Hall. That's her first ace, third ace in the first set for the Ceramics. Hall again back to serve. Received by Randolph in the back row. Blanton, I think she was trying to dink it over the net and ended up dropping on the West Union side. So the point will go to Crooksville. West Union will call the timeout. We'll take one as well. We're back right after this on the Shack Sports Radio Network.
Taste the snappy tomato pizza difference for yourself. Order from Seaman at 937-386-1010 or from West Union at 937-544-5583. Order online at snappytomato.com.
ProGen's next-generation technology flooring is designed to stand up to the demands of modern life, and it's available now at the Winchester Carpet Outlet. Because ProGen is durable, waterproof, dimensionally stable, and easy to install, it can be used in any room, including rooms that are most prone to moisture and spills, like kitchens and baths. For top-quality flooring, service, and selection at prices that'll floor you, visit the Winchester Carpet Outlet, just off State Route 32 on Tri-County Road, just a few miles west of Winchester, Ohio, and online at winchestercarpetoutlet.com. Ladies and gentlemen, Hall with a service error will score a point for West Union. And now back to serve is going to be Elena Kingsolver, trailing by 3. Kingsolver serves it into the back row to Locke. Now they're going to set Davis. Davis tries the dink. That doesn't work. And Staten to Blanton for the attack. It's good. 4 kills now for Corinne Blanton. Timeout's going to be called by Crooksville as they lead it by 2, 17-15 in our first set of the match. We're back right after this on the Shack Sports Radio Network.
You've been listening to us for years.
Shot up by for 3. It's up and in.
Now it's time to watch.
I can save!
Good Guys Radio TV is here with live video coverage of everything happening in our area. Local sports.
And this one is a hard shot out to left field.
Local events.
Hey, this is Braden hanging out with you.
It's all on Goodguysradiotv.com. That's Goodguysradiotv.com.
To get to know people as people, not just customers. That's very important to Mosier Furniture. Today, we were lucky enough to have 2 customers call us and brag about the fact that they loved their furniture and they're still loving it after a great number of years. We like to hear that. There's no doubt Mosier Furniture and Appliance has a lot of great customers, but we're always looking for more. Mosier Furniture and Appliance in West Union, Ohio. We're here whenever you need us.
Ladies and gentlemen, an attack off the hands of Lundell will be a little strong, ends up out of bounds. West Union gets the point. They are now back within 1. Kingsolver serves it across to Collins. They're going to set Davis up, and nice placement by Davis. Miley Davis, gets her 3rd kill. Chamberlain's going to come in, replacing Flood on the side of Crooksville. Chamberlain back to serve. Her team leading by 2 again. And oh, there's an ace for Chamberlain as it just clips the net. Those are always tough to stop from being an ace. 3-point lead now for Crooksville. Chamberlain serving. Received in the back row by Kingsolver. Staten will set it to Blanton. Blanton tries to punch it into a hole. That doesn't work. And now it's going to be returned off the hands of Lundell. Staten setting up Stapleton for an attack. It's blocked by Davis. That'll be her 3rd block. And Crooksville gets the point. Davis, pretty impressive young lady in that front row for Crooksville. I'm going to say she's at least 6 foot tall. Blanton on the attack for West Union. And Crooksville struggling, but able to return it. Nice save there by Chamberlain. Staten will set Blanton again. This time she goes over top Davis. That did not work. And now Lundell punches it into the back row into the hands of Stout. Blanton will also try the same thing, trying to punch it all the way to the back. That doesn't work. Lundell will try it again. That goes over to Randolph. Staten with a dump. That doesn't work. Locke will set it. And a floor spike off the hands of Chamberlain doesn't work. Blanton will try a floor spike, but it'll be short as it goes into the net, and Crooksville gets the point. 21-16, Crooksville leading, and West Union calls the timeout. We're back right after this on the Shack Sports Radio Network.
Our business is helping you grow. We're Baxler Tractor. We take care of you like family.
We've been growing since 1946. As your Kubota dealer, our focus is to help you grow today and into the future. Stop by one of our locations today, visit with our folks, and see our entire lineup of Kubota products.
Our business is helping you grow. Baxter Tractor.
Welcome back courtside, ladies and gentlemen. Again, tune in tomorrow night on our sister station, C103, as it'll be Ripley versus New Miami from Miami Valley Christian Academy. We'll be courtside to bring you all the action there. Then Thursday night, it'll be North Adams versus Fairfield on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV. On 99.5 The Edge, it'll be Fayetteville versus Middletown Christian. Lots more tournament volleyball action coming your way on the Shack Sports Radio Network. Davis not able to time an attack, has to do a simple return. Staten's going to set Blanton. Makes it over top Davis, but dug out in the back row. Nice save there by Chamberlain. And returned by Lundell. Blanton will return it for West Union. Comes over to Collins. Locke will set it. Lundell punches it over the net. Nothing there. Now Blanton has to do a simple return. Both teams just volleying back and forth. Nobody getting a good attack. Return by Chamberlain. That went to Randolph. Now Blanton blocked at the net. Another successful block by Miley Davis. Give her 4. Back to serve again is going to be Chamberlain. Chamberlain scores an ace. That'll be her second ace. Chamberlain back to serve again. This time it'll drop short in the net for a service error. So West Union will get the serve back. Couple of substitutions. Van Meter back in, as well as Flood on the side of Crooksville. Out came Locke and Chamberlain. Staten back to serve for the Lady Dragons. Trailing by 6. Received in the back row by Collins. Flood will set it. On the attack this time is Van Meter. And that was either short in the net or blocked by West Union. Either way, the Lady Dragons get the point. Staten again with the serve. Comes across, received by Hall. And now the return off the hands of Lundell. Well placed. Off-speed attack. Lundell scores the point. We'll give her a kill for that. Davis out and Rambo back in. Collins with the serve. Received there by Stout. Now Blanton off-speed attack. That didn't work. And on the attack is Rambo for Crooksville. West Union keeps it alive. And Blanton punches it all the way over top everybody right at the out-of-bounds line to score the point with a floor spike. Give Blanton 5 kills now. And serving's going to be Stapleton for West Union, trailing by 5. Stapleton with a service error goes out, and that'll be 25-19. Your final score for set number 1 as Crooksville wins the first set. We'll take a break, be back to talk about stats, and we'll move into set number 2 right after this on the Shack Sports Radio Network.
Whether you need insurance to protect your home, car, business, or your family's financial future, I believe that your needs are best served by your local neighbors. Shirley Link, your local Encova insurance agent, will take the time to get to know your specific needs. Contact Shirley Link today to find out how you can benefit from working with a local agent. Visit linkinsuranceservice.com or call 937-695-0611. Who is Barry Chevrolet? Why don't you ask your friends and neighbors? Because after 70 years and 4 generations in the automotive industry, odds are we've made a happy customer out of somebody you know. Hard-working, proud Americans drive Chevrolets, and that's why we sell them at Barry's. Hats off to everybody driving a Silverado truck. You're my kind of people. Barry Chevrolet, your best deal dealer.
Hey, sports fan! Did you know the OHSAA is among the national leaders in social media? Check out the OHSAA's social media platforms for news, tournament information, accomplishments, helpful links, and all the items available in the fan guide, including photos, DVDs, and publications. Check out OHSAA Sports on Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, and Instagram. And who knows, you may be the next featured face.
Welcome back courtside, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a look at the stats from set number 1. On the side of the West Union Lady Dragons, coming out short here in set number 1, 25-19. I had Hall scored with 2 kills, Blanton scoring 5 kills, and Kingsolver with 1 kill. On the side of the Crooksville Lady Ceramics, I had Lundell with, I scored her with 1 kill, Hall with an ace. I had Locke with an ace, Rambo with 1 ace, 1 block, and 1 kill. I also had Paige Frame with 2 kills. Riley Chamberlain, I had her with 2 aces. I had Miley Davis with 3 kills and 4 blocks. That's a look at your stats from set number 1 for the Crooksville Lady Ceramics. The officials are checking the lineup out there. For West Union, it's going to be Blanton, as well as Stapleton, Staten, Stout, Hall, and Kingsolver. On the other side, of course, Davis is going to quickly come out as the libero Collins goes in. Also Rambo out there along with Flood, Locke, Hall, and Lundell. West Union will have the first serve. Corinne Blanton back to serve for the Lady Dragons, trailing by 1 in this match. Blanton serves it across, received in the back row by Hall. Lundell gets it to Rambo, and Rambo scores a kill with a floor spike. Second kill of the match for Rambo. Now checking in is going to be Paige Frame. Frame will replace Camden Hall for Crooksville. Serving is going to be Lundell. Crooksville with a 1-point lead. Blanton receives it in the back row. Staten with a set. Returned off the hands of Stout, but it goes out of bounds. Won't score an ace for that, but Crooksville gets the point. Lundell serves it across to Blanton. Staten will again set Stout on the attack. Lundell to, I believe that was Flood, and I missed the return there, but it ended up out of bounds. West Union got the point. Maddie Stout will now step back to serve. Stout serves it across, received by Collins. And then Flood and returned, I think that was Rambo on the return. Blanton received it. Staten to Kingsolver, punches it across to Collins. And they're going to say illegal hit by Kingsolver, and Crooksville is going to get the point. Locke will again serve. And too strong. Ends up out of bounds with a service error. Lady Dragons get the point, trailing by 1. Stapleton will come in to replace, I think that was Hall that went out. Randolph back to serve. Received in the back row. Lundell with a quick touch and returned by Frame. Now Staten is going to set Stapleton for the attack, and that works. Emily Stapleton gets her first kill. Van Meter will be in to replace Locke on the side of Crooksville. We're tied at 3 apiece. Crooksville leads the match 1-0. Randolph back to serve. Comes across and received by Collins in the back row. Now Frame on the attack, blocked by Stapleton. Yeah, nice block there by Stapleton. West Union gets the point. Randolph again back to serve. Randolph serving and might get an ace. No, going to be returned by Flood. Blanton will set it. Kingsolver on the attack, received in the back row by Lundell. Now they're going to set Frame. She'll try an off-speed attack, and it works. Paige Frame gets her 3rd kill. Davis will come back in to the front row, replacing Collins. And serving is going to be Rambo. We're tied at 4 apiece. Rambo service error. Too strong, goes out the backside. And the point will go to West Union. Kingsolver now back to serve. Collins, by the way, the libero in to replace Rambo. Comes across to, that was received by Van Meter. She'll also return it to Randolph. Now they're going to set Blanton up for an attack. Blocked by Davis, and West Union not able to keep it alive. Another successful block by number 20, Miley Davis. That's her 5th. Hall will come in to replace Frame on the side of Crooksville. Hall back to serve for Crooksville. Comes across to Kingsolver. Staten's going to set Blanton for the attack. Nice save there by Lundell, but nobody home for a second hit. And that will give Blanton the kill. So I think that was Blanton on the attack. Staten with the set. Flood will now set it, and Davis tries to punch it into the hole and does. Blanton was able to get a hit on it, but it went out of bounds. So Davis scoring the point. Won't give her a kill for that one. Chamberlain in to replace Flood. Actually, I guess we should score Davis with a kill on that one. We'll give her a total of 4 now. Staten to Blanton for the attack, and it's good. 7 kills now for Corinne Blanton. Back in for West Union will be Hall replacing Randolph. West Union with a 1-point lead. Stapleton will serve. And Crooksville struggling. That'll be an ace for Stapleton. Emily Stapleton scoring her first ace. And now back in is going to be Flood replacing Chamberlain for Crooksville. Stapleton with the serve. 2-point lead now for the Lady Dragons. Collins receives it in the back row. Flood will set it. And on the attack is Van Meter, and that one's good. Alexa Van Meter gets her first kill. Rambo back in, replacing Davis. Crooksville trailing by 1. And back to serve is going to be Collins. Collins to Randolph. West Union can't return it, and that'll be an ace for Collins. Her first ace in the second set for Crooksville. They had a total of 5 aces in the first set. Comes across to Randolph. Blanton now sets it and returned by Kingsolver. Comes over to Rambo. Flood sets it to Lundell for the return. Randolph with an overpass back to Lundell. Now Flood will set it. Rambo off-speed attack. That doesn't work. Stout to Blanton for the return. Comes back to Flood. Now Lundell. Collins will try a spike from the back row. And West Union able to return it. Comes back over off the hands of Hall. Flood setting Rambo up for another attack. Nice save with a dig by Randolph. Staten punches it back across to Collins in the back row. Flood will set Van Meter. Hits it across over into the hands of Blanton, or Blanton for the return. Now Rambo on the attack, but it's too strong. Goes out of bounds, and West Union scores the point. Long volley. Lady Dragons leading by 1 with Blanton back to serve. Blanton serves it across to Collins. Now Flood and Rambo on the attack will drop it short in the net. Point will go to West Union. Lady Dragons with a 2-point lead. Blanton serving. Blanton serves it across, received by Hall. They're going to set Rambo up for an attack. Randolph with a dig. Now Kingsolver with the return. Lundell across to Van Meter. Again, both teams just volleying back and forth. Nobody getting a good attack. Lundell, and that's returned by Rambo. Staten is going to set Hall up for an attack. Collins saves it in the back row. Flood, and now Hall on the Crooksville side. We got a Hall on both sides. And speaking of Hall, I believe that's Hall's going to be called in the net. No. They said number 3. That'd be Stout. Go ahead, lady. So the point will go to Crooksville. No, West Union got the point. Okay. So it must have been Hall on the Crooksville side that was into the net. All right, Crooksville setting up Iman, who is now into the match for an attack. She'll drop that one short, and the point will go to West Union. Biggest lead for the Lady Dragons in the match, leading by 4. Serve comes across to Hall. Flood will set Iman for the return to Randolph. Staten, and then Kingsolver on the attack, drops it short in the net. Point will go to Crooksville. Coming back in is going to be Frame. Frame in to replace Hall. Serving for Crooksville will be Lundell. Lundell serving it across to Blanton. And now Staten to Blanton for the return. Back over to Collins. Flood is going to set Iman up for an attack. Blanton digging that one out. Now Kingsolver on the attack. That didn't work. And on the return, it'll be Flood. And Flood with an off-speed attack. Normally, the setter will get a kill. Lundell back to serve again. Crooksville back within 2. Lundell serves it across to Randolph. Staten will set it. Hall on the return to Collins. Flood's going to set up Frame for an attack. Randolph with the overpass. A little joust at the net. And Crooksville able to keep it alive. Now Iman with the attack, and it's good. Lexi Iman gets her first kill. Timeout West Union as it's a 1-point game. West Union leading 12-11 in set number 2. Crooksville leads the match 1-0. We're back after this on the Shack Sports Radio Network.
Taste the Snappy Tomato Pizza difference for yourself. Order from Seaman at 937-386-1010 or from West Union at 937-544-5583. Order online at snappytomato.com.
ProGen's next-generation technology flooring is designed to stand up to the demands of modern life, and it's available now at the Winchester Carpet Outlet. Because ProGen is durable, waterproof, dimensionally stable, and easy to install, it can be used in any room, including rooms that are most prone to moisture and spills, like kitchens and baths. For top-quality flooring, service, and selection at prices that'll floor you, visit the Winchester Carpet Outlet, just off State Route 32 on Tri-County Road, just a few miles west of Winchester, Ohio, and online at winchestercarpetoutlet.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, Frame will return it for Crooksville. Then Staten punching it back over for West Union. Flood will set it on the attack. Iman, and that's going to be good. Lexi Iman gets her second kill. Lundell again back to serve. Crooksville has tied this one up at 12-all. Blanton not able to return that one. That's going to be an ace for Lundell. That'll be her first ace. Lundell again back to serve. That one will be returned by Stout with an overpass. Kingsolver overpassed it, but it still was on West Union side, and Kingsolver able to get a dink for a kill. That'll be 2 kills now for Elena Kingsolver. Serving for West Union will be Stout. Comes to Collins. Flood is going to set Frame up for an attack, and it's good. 4 kills now for Paige Frame. Locke will come back in for Crooksville, replacing Van Meter. Back to serve is going to be Locke. Locke serves it across to Staten. Blanton to Kingsolver for the return. Comes back over to Locke. Flood is going to set Frame. Blocked at the net. Crooksville struggling, but able to get it returned. That was a good block there by Hall, but did not result in a score. Kingsolver with the return. Now back it'll go off the hands of Iman. Now another attack by Hall. That one no good. Iman on the attack. Went over top of the block. Blanton to Kingsolver for an attack. Iman with a dig. Returned by Flood. Now Blanton's going to set it to Staten. That didn't work out for West Union. And Lundell will return it for Crooksville. Kingsolver on the attack. Saved in the back row by Lundell. Now Iman with another attack. It'll be short in the net, and the point will go to the Lady Dragons. And they will regain the lead. No, that's tied at 14-all. Randolph back to serve for the West Union Lady Dragons. Serves it across, received by Iman. Now Frame returns it back to Blanton. Staten will set it, and on the attack is Stapleton. Nice dig there by Lundell. Crooksville able to return it. Now returning it for West Union is Kingsolver. Flood. And on the attack was Frame, blocked at the net by Stapleton. 2 blocks now for Emily Stapleton. West Union with a 1-point lead. Crooksville calls the timeout. 15-14, the score in set number 2. West Union leading. Crooksville leading the match 1-0. We're back after this on the Shack Sports Radio Network.
You've been listening to us for years.
Shot up by for 3. It's up and in.
Now it's time to watch.
I can save!
Good Guys Radio TV is here with live video coverage of everything happening in our area. Local sports.
And this one is a hard shot out to left field.
Local events.
Hey, this is Braden hanging out with you.
It's all on Goodguysradiotv.com. That's Goodguysradiotv.com.
To get to know people as people, not just customers. That's very important to Mosier Furniture. Today, we were lucky enough to have 2 customers call us and brag about the fact that they loved their furniture and they're still loving it after a great number of years. We like to hear that. There's no doubt Mosier Furniture and Appliance has a lot of great customers, but we're always looking for more. Mosier Furniture and Appliance in West Union, Ohio. We're here whenever you need us.
As we come back, Staten will return it for West Union. West Union served it, by the way. Flood will set Frame up for a return over to Blanton. Staten setting up Stapleton, and that works. Emily Stapleton gets her 2nd kill. Both of those kills coming in this set. She's also had 2 blocks and an ace in this set. Randolph back to serve again for the Lady Dragons. They lead by 2. Received in the back row by Locke, and it was an overpass, but West Union couldn't get the overkill. Now Lundell with the return, and Staten with a nice save. It probably would have went out of bounds, but Iman went for it, and it went out of bounds off Crooksville. Now Rambo in to replace Iman. 3-point lead for the Lady Dragons, 17-14. Randolph serving. And that one's going to be an ace for Randolph, as Crooksville thought it was going to go out of bounds. It did not. So that will score the ace for Randolph. Lady Dragons now leading by 4. Randolph serving, Collins receiving, and returned off the hands of Locke. Comes over to Stout. Blanton to Kingsolver. What do we got? Double hit by West Union, so an illegal hit, and Crooksville gets the point. Davis will come back into the front row, replacing Collins, and serving is going to be Rambo for Crooksville. Rambo, service error. That one ends up out the backside. So the serve goes back to West Union. They lead by 4. Collins back in, replacing Rambo. Now Kingsolver serving. Picked up in the back row by Locke. Now Davis on the attack. Nice save there. One-hand save by Staten. Returned by Stapleton. They're going to set Davis up for another attack. That one was off speed. Now Frame with an attack. A couple of nice digs there by Stout. Blanton will punch it back over to Lundell. Now Frame again with the attack, and it's good. Paige Frame. That'll be her 5th kill. Hall in to replace Frame for Crooksville. Hall will step back to serve. Lady Ceramics trailing by 3, 19-16. 2nd set of the match. Lady Ceramics lead the match 1-0. Overpass by Randolph. Now they're going to set it up for Lundell to return it. That goes to Blanton. Staten's going to set it and blocked at the net by Davis. 6 blocks for Miley Davis. Oh, no, they're going to say she was in the net. Never mind. We'll rewind that back to 5 for Davis. West Union got the point, and Staten will serve. Quick touch by Locke. Now Davis returns it. Comes over to Kingsolver. Staten punches it back over. Now they're going to set Davis up Another off-speed attack. That one didn't work. Lundell to Flood. Now Collins with a back row spike. And West Union trying to keep it alive. They cannot. I believe that was Collins that got that one. We'll give her the kill there. Locke will come out as back in. I think that was Van Meter. It is. Also Chamberlain in. Chamberlain will step back to serve for Crooksville, trailing by 3. Chamberlain serving it across to Randolph. Staten will set it. Blanton with a soft attack, and it works. Corinne Blanton gets kill number 8. Flood coming back in to replace Chamberlain. And West Union with the serve and a 4-point lead, 21-17, as Stapleton will serve again. Stapleton serves it across, received in the back row by Hall. Flood will set it to Lundell for the return. Stout saved it and returned it with an overpass. Now Van Meter on the attack. Kingsolver with the save. Now Kingsolver's going to have to return it from the back row. Simple return back over to Van Meter. Flood's going to set Davis up for an off-speed attack, and it's good. Miley Davis with her 5th kill. Rambo back in replacing Davis, and Collins will serve. Collins serves it across to Randolph. Staten with a set and return off the hands of Hall. Now Flood's going to set Van Meter. Tries to find a hole. Blanton able to save it. Now they're going to set Blanton up for an off-speed attack. And now they're going to say Crooksville in the net. That was Flood trying to save it with a set. Did not work out. Timeout called by Crooksville as West Union has the 4-point lead, 22-18 in set number 2. Crooksville leading the match 1-0. We're back after this on the Shack Sports Radio Network.
Our business is helping you grow. We're Baxler Tractor. We take care of you like family.
We've been growing since 1946. As your Kubota dealer, our focus is to help you grow today and into the future. Stop by one of our locations today, visit with our folks, and see our entire lineup of Kubota products.
Our business is helping you grow. Baxler Tractor.
Tomorrow night, ladies and gentlemen, we'll have more tournament volleyball action for you. This one will be on C103. It'll be Ripley versus New Miami from Miami Valley Christian Academy. Then on Thursday, it'll be North Adams versus Fairfield on C103 and Goodguysradiotv. And on 99.5 The Edge, it'll be Fayetteville versus Middletown Christian. Rambo on the attack for Crooksville. Blanton with a save. Staten sets. Kingsolver returns. Oh, and that one stayed in bounds. Kingsolver hitting that one all the way to the line and getting the point for West Union. West Union 2 points away from tying up the match. Serves it across to Collins. Flood's going to set Rambo up for an attack. Staten with the dig. Blanton to Kingsolver for the attack. Rambo to Collins. We're going to have a double hit. West Union gets the point. Set point for the Lady Dragons, 24-18. Blanton with the serve. Blanton serving it into the back row to Hall. Flood will set Rambo up for the attack, and it's good. Lady Ceramics will stay alive as they score the point. By the way, that was kill number 3 for Rambo. Hall comes out. Frame will check back in as Lundell will serve. Lundell serves it to Blanton. Staten will set it, and on the attack was going to be Hall, or was Hall. Now Frame with the return. Comes over to Staten. Stout to Kingsolver for the return. Volleying back and forth. Van Meter will dump it across. That doesn't work. Staten to Kingsolver. And that one is out of bounds on the attack. And the point will go to Crooksville. Lady Ceramics back within 4 with Lundell serving. Lundell serving across to Blanton. Staten will set Stout for the return. Dug out by Collins and returned off the hands of Frame. Comes over to Blanton. Staten and returned by Hall for West Union. Now Van Meter to Rambo for the attack, and it's good. Madison Rambo with 4 kills. She had 1 kill in the first set, 3 here in the second set, and Crooksville trailing by 3, 24-21. West Union calls the timeout. We're back right after this on the Shack Sports Radio Network.
Whether you need insurance to protect your home, car, business, or your family's financial future, I believe that your needs are best served by your local neighbors. Shirley Link, your local Encova insurance agent, will take the time to get to know your specific needs. Contact Shirley Link today to find out how you can benefit from working with a local agent. Visit linkinsuranceservice.com or call 937-695-0611.
October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Help us raise awareness and raise some money to provide some mammograms for local women. And the Car for the Cure campaign, be sure to look out for the pink card for your chance to donate and sign the car. The car donated, by the way, by the McFarland family, Sean McFarland, and Adams County Collision and Repair at adamscountycar.com. Frame will return it for Crooksville. Back over to Staten. Stout will set it. Hall on the attack, and it's good. And West Union gets the victory in set number 2, 25-21. We're tied in the match, 1 apiece. We're back right after this on the Shack Sports Radio Network.
Who is Barry Chevrolet? Why don't you ask your friends and neighbors? Because after 70 years and 4 generations in the automotive industry, odds are we've made a happy customer out of somebody you know. Hard-working, proud Americans drive Chevrolets, and that's why we sell them at Barry's. Hats off to everybody driving a Silverado truck. You're my kind of people. Barry Chevrolet, your best deal dealer.
Hey, sports fan! Did you know the OHSAA is among the national leaders in social media? Check out the OHSAA's social media platforms for news, tournament information, accomplishments, helpful links, and all the items available in the fan guide, including photos, DVDs, and publications. Check out OHSAA Sports on Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, and Instagram. And who knows, you may be the next featured face.
Taste the Snappy Tomato Pizza difference for yourself. Order from Seaman at 937-386-1010 or from West Union at 937-544-5583. Order online at snappytomato.com.
Welcome back courtside, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a look at the stats from set number 2. For Crooksville, I had Lundell scoring 1 ace in that second set. Van Meter with 1 kill. Iman with 2 kills. Flood with 1 kill. Rambo with 3 kills to give her a total of 4. And Paige Frame with 3 kills to give her a total of 5. Miley Davis with 2 kills to give her a total of 5. 1 block for a total of 5. Collins with a kill and an ace. We'll talk about West Union in just a moment as the first serve already across the net. Rambo to Frame for the return for Crooksville. Over to Kingsolver. Staten's going to set Blanton up as the attack punched into the back row. Now Frame on the attack. Neither of those attacks were strong. And now Hall returning it for West Union. And locked to Rambo, and Rambo gets the kill. That'll be her 5th. West Union had Jocelyn Hall with a kill. Stapleton with 2 kills, 2 blocks, and an ace. Blanton picked up 3 more kills for a total of 8. Randolph had 1 ace, and Kingsolver with 1 kill for a total of 2. Flood will set it, and Locke on the return gets the kill. Jillian Locke gets her first kill of the match. 2-point lead now for Crooksville with Lundell serving. Lundell serves it across to Randolph. Staten will set it. Blanton, soft attack, no good. Well, it might be. Nope. Yep, it did not get returned. We'll go ahead and give Blanton kill number 9 as she steps back to serve. Trailing by 1. Comes across, received by Lundell. Flood will set up Rambo for another kill. 6 kills now for Madison Rambo. Gotta like that name, too. Jillian Locke back to serve. Locke serves it across, almost got an ace. An overpass ends up catching Frame off guard, and West Union scores a point. Lady Dragons trailing by 1. Stout serving across to Collins. Now Flood will set Frame for an attack. Punched into the back row to Blanton. Now Staten sets it to Hall for an attack. Crooksville able to return it off the hands of Rambo. Comes back over to Blanton. Hall punches it back over. And a miscue on the side of Crooksville. And the ball hits the floor. West Union scores the point. We're tied at 3 apiece. Stout again serving. Across to Lundell. Flood to Rambo for the attack, but it's too strong. Ends up out of bounds. Lady Dragons take the 1-point lead. Iman will come back in to replace Rambo. Stout again back to serve for the Lady Dragons. Received in the back row by Collins. Flood will set it to Iman. Oh, that one did not make it over the net. Was a behind the back set by Flood. I think it caught Iman off guard. So Stout will serve again. West Union leading by 2 now. 5-3. Flood sets up Frame. Off-speed attack. West Union struggling. Able to return it. Nice save there by the Lady Dragons. Frame punches it back over into the back row. And now Hall to Randolph. Over to Collins. Now Flood will set again. Iman on the attack. Stout with a save. Blanton will set it, and it'll be returned by Hall. Comes over into the back row to Collins. Flood to Frame for the attack. Stout, Blanton, and now Kingsolver returns. Both teams volleying back and forth. Nobody getting a real solid attack. Frame punched it back over, and that ends up not returned by West Union. Simply ran out of volleys there. Crooksville back within 1. Davis comes back into the front row. Chamberlain will go into the back row to serve. Collins and Iman come out. Chamberlain serves it across to Staten. Randolph will set it. Blanton returns it. Comes back over to Chamberlain. Flood to Davis. Not a real good set there by Flood that time. Davis couldn't get a good swing at it, and it does not make it across the net. Lady Dragons get the point. They now lead by 2 with Randolph serving. Randolph gets an ace. Violet Randolph scores her second ace of the match. Three-point lead for the Lady Dragons. Randolph serving across to Lundell. Flood will set it. Frame on the return. Now Kingsolver returning and getting a kill. Elena Kingsolver picks up her 3rd kill. Timeout Crooksville. as West Union jumps out to a 4-point lead. We're back right after this on the Shack Sports Radio Network.
ProGen's next-generation technology flooring is designed to stand up to the demands of modern life, and it's available now at the Winchester Carpet Outlet. Because ProGen is durable, waterproof, dimensionally stable, and easy to install, it can be used in any room, including rooms that are most prone to moisture and spills, like kitchens and baths. For top-quality flooring, service, and selection at prices that'll floor you, visit the Winchester Carpet Outlet, just off State Route 32 on Tri-County Road, just a few miles west of Winchester, Ohio, and online at winchestercarpetoutlet.com.
You've been listening to us for years.
Shot up by for three. It's up and in.
Now it's time to watch.
I can save!
Good Guys Radio TV is here with live video coverage of everything happening in our area. Local sports.
And this one is a hard shot out to left field.
Local events.
Hey, this is Braden hanging out with you.
It's all on Goodguysradiotv.com. That's Goodguysradiotv.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. West Union with the serve, and Crooksville returning. Now Stapleton will return it for West Union. And almost an overpass saved by Crooksville. Back over to Randolph. Now Kingsolver on the attack. Goes into the back row to Lundell. And then returned by Frame, blocked by Stapleton. West Union keeping it alive, though. Kingsolver on the attack. Comes across to Locke. Now Flood returning it. Staten to Blanton for the save, and a nice save between Blanton and Stout. West Union scores the point. Van Meter coming back in to replace Locke. Collins also for Chamberlain. And Randolph still serving for West Union with a 5-point lead. Randolph serves it into the back row to Van Meter. Flood with a touch, and Lundell returns it over to Staten. Blanton to Kingsolver for the attack. Came off the block attempt. Now Frame returns it. Blanton will set it to Staten for the return. Comes across to Flood, then Van Meter, now Frame returning. Both teams just kind of volleying back and forth. Now Stapleton tries an attack. Davis blocked it, and then Davis was able to get the dink. We'll give her a kill and a block on that one. Frame is going to come out as Hall comes in. Hall will step back to serve for Crooksville. Randolph will receive that in the back row. Blanton and then Kingsolver returning. Comes over to Flood. Davis overpassed that. Went over to Kingsolver. Now they're going to set Kingsolver for an attack. Nice block by Davis. Staten tried the dump. That didn't work. Now Flood returning over to Blanton. Staten will set it to Kingsolver. Over to Collins. Now Flood setting Lundell for an attack, and it's good. Bryn Lundell gets her second kill. Camden Hall now back to serve on the side of Crooksville. They trail by 3. Received by Randolph in the back row. Now Stout with the set. Blanton will return it. Comes back over to Hall. Flood to Davis. And a soft attack didn't work, but she got a second one to go. Miley Davis, 7 kills now. She is such a tall young lady, she hardly has to jump to clear the net. Pretty powerful. 2-point lead for West Union, 9-7. Timeout called. We'll be back right after this on the Shack Sports Radio Network.
You've been listening to us for years.
Shot up by for three. It's up and in.
Now it's time to watch.
I can save!
Good Guys Radio TV is here with live video coverage of everything happening in our area. Local sports.
And this one is a hard shot out to left field.
Local events.
Hey, this is Braden hanging out with you.
It's all on Goodguysradiotv.com. That's Goodguysradiotv.com.
To get to know people as people, not just customers.
That's very important to Mosier Furniture. Today we were lucky enough to have 2 customers call us and brag about the fact that they loved their furniture and they're still loving it after a great number of years. We like to hear that. There's no doubt Mosier Furniture and Appliance has a lot of great customers, but we're always looking for more. Mosier Furniture and Appliance in West Union, Ohio. We're here whenever you need us.
Stick with us after the game. We will talk to head coach Kirsten Rowe with the ACRMC Family Medicine Coach's Comment Show. I'll also name a Snappy Tomato Pizza player of the match. By the way, at Crooksville with a service error. Point goes to West Union. Now Kingsolver back to serve. Kingsolver serves across to Collins. Flood will set it, and on the attack is Lundell. That doesn't work. Randolph punches it back across, but it ends up out of bounds. So the point will go to Crooksville. And now back to serve. It's going to be Erica Flood. Flood serves it across to Randolph. Staten will set it. Stapleton on the attack. Crooksville able to return it. Davis hits it back over. Now at the net, Staten gets a kill. Nice little dink there by Ashla Staten. That'll give her her first kill. Coming in is going to be Shelby Weekly to replace Stapleton for West Union. Staten will step back to serve. Her team on top by 3. Serves it across to Van Meter, who's back in. Lundell returns it. Staten will set it to Blanton for the attack. Over to Collins with a dig in the back row. Now Flood to Van Meter for the attack, and it's good. That one close to the line as Alexa Van Meter gets her second kill. Rambo back in to replace Davis. Collins will serve with Crooksville trailing by 2. And gets the ace. Haley Collins. That's her second ace of the match. Crooksville back within 1. Kingsolver receives it. Staten will return it. Comes back over to Van Meter. Now Flood and miscue there on the side of Crooksville will give West Union the point. Hall in to replace Randolph. Serving for West Union is going to be Weekly. Shelby Weekly, the sophomore. And almost scores the ace. Crooksville able to save that one out of the net. Nice save. Blanton on the attack, and that's going to be good. Corinne Blanton gets the kill. That'll be 10 kills now for Blanton. 3-point lead for the West Union Lady Dragons. Weekly serving. Serves it across, received in the back row by Hall. Now Rambo on the attack, and it's good. Madison Rambo now with 7 kills. Frame back in to replace Hall. And serving is going to be Lundell. Lundell serves it across to Blanton. Now returned by Hall. Back to Lundell. And on the attack this time, Frame. West Union able to handle that. Kingsolver will battle at the net with Hall and returned by Crooksville. Blanton now on the attack. That one's good. Corinne Blanton now with 11 kills. Corinne Blanton now back to serve. And that might be an ace. Nope, looks like Crooksville is going to be able to return it. Flood getting it back over the net. Staten and punched into the back row by Stout. That doesn't work. Now Rambo with a simple return over to Staten. Stout to Kingsolver for the return. Both teams volleying back and forth again. Van Meter now an attack by Rambo. Blanton dug that one out in the back row. Kingsolver will try the attack, and it's good. Elena Kingsolver gets kill number 4. 4-point lead for the West Union Lady Dragons, 15-11. Blanton will serve and scores the ace. Corinne Blanton, ace number 1. 5-point lead for the West Union Lady Dragons. Thanks again to our season sponsors, Willie & Son Trucking, the Winchester Carpet Outlet, and Barry Chevrolet. West Union will set it to Kingsolver for the attack, and it's good. Another kill for Elena Kingsolver. Credit her with 5. 6-point lead for the West Union Lady Dragons. Locke will come back in, replacing Van Meter for Crooksville. And Blanton will serve. Received by Collins and saved by Frame. They're going to call an illegal hit by Frame. Timeout's going to be called by Crooksville as they now trail by 7. 18-11, West Union leading. We're tied in the match, 1 apiece. We're back right after this on the Shack Sports Radio Network.
Our business is helping you grow. We're Baxler Tractor. We take care of you like family.
We've been growing since 1946. As your Kubota dealer, our focus is to help you grow today and into the future. Stop by one of our locations today, visit with our folks, and see our entire lineup of Kubota products.
Our business is helping you grow. Baxler Tractor.
Whether you need insurance to protect your home, car, business, or your family's financial future, I believe that your needs are best served by your local neighbors. Shirley Link, your local Encova insurance agent, will take the time to get to know your specific needs. Contact Shirley Link today to find out how you can benefit from working with a local agent. Visit linkinsuranceservice.com or call 937-695-0611.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. While you were away, Frame in a joust at the net with Hall comes out on top and gets her 6th kill. Back to serve is going to be Locke. Comes across to Blanton, Randolph, and then saved by Hall. Goes over to Collins. Now Flood will set Rambo up for an attack. That one's long, out the backside. West Union scoring the point. West Union leading by 7 with Stout serving. Stout serves it across to Locke, and that ends up being an ace for Stout. First ace of the match for Maddie Stout. Stout again back to serve. That one received in the back row by Lundell. And now Rambo with the return over to Randolph. Hall with the behind the head no look dink. Didn't work, but Frame on the attack gets her 7th kill. Chamberlain back in to replace Rambo. Also Davis in replacing Collins. And Chamberlain will serve. Chamberlain, too strong. Service error as that one goes out of bounds. So West Union now leading 21-13. In set number 3, we're tied in the match, 1 apiece. Randolph serves it across to Locke. Now Frame returns it, goes over to Stout. Blanton to Randolph for the return. Now Davis will set it, Frame returning. Again, neither team getting a good attack. Now Kingsolver on the attack, and that one works. Elena Kingsolver gets kill number 6. Back to serve for West Union will be Randolph. Randolph serving it across to Lundell. And now Frame on the return. Goes back over to Stout. Blanton to Weekly for the attack, but it's too long. Ends up out the backside, and the point will go to Crooksville. as Hall will come back in for Crooksville, replacing Frame. And Hall will step back to serve. 22-14, West Union leading in set number 3. Hall serves it across, and West Union struggling, but Staten with the return. Frame's going to set Davis. Tries an off-speed attack, but finds a hole. And that will be kill number 8 for Miley Davis. Hall back to serve again. Randolph digs it out. Blanton now returned off the hands of Stout. Comes over to Flood. Davis back to Flood. Now Blanton. Staten will set Weekly. Blocked by Davis. 7 blocks now for Miley Davis. Crooksville back within 6. Serve received by Stout. Weekly on the attack. Dug out by Lundell. Flood returns it over to Randolph. Now Blanton to Kingsolver. Blocked by Davis. And it took her a couple of tries, but she got another block and kill. Timeout called by West Union, 22-17. West Union leading by 5. We're back right after this timeout on the Shack Sports Radio Network.
Who is Barry Chevrolet? Why don't you ask your friends and neighbors? Because after 70 years and 4 generations in the automotive industry, odds are we've made a happy customer out of somebody you know. Hard-working, proud Americans drive Chevrolets, and that's why we sell them at Barry's. Hats off to everybody driving a Silverado truck. You're my kind of people. Barry Chevrolet, your best deal dealer.
Back, ladies and gentlemen, twice in this match. Davis has managed to get a block and a kill in the same play. Pretty impressive. West Union back out. All right, the officials checking everybody as we get ready to resume play. West Union leading 22-17. We're tied in the match, 1 apiece. Crooksville has the serve, and Hall will be serving. And she's going to get an ace. Camden Hall gets her second ace of the match, first one in this set. Her other one was in the first set. Hall serving again, received by Kingsolver. Blanton will set it. Staten returns it. Comes back over to Hall. Davis to Flood for the return, and ends up out of bounds. Flood trying to run it down the net. That did not work. So West Union, leading by 5, will send Kingsolver back to serve. Kingsolver serves it across to Locke, and an overpass sets Weekly up for an attempt on an overkill. That does not work. Nice save by Crooksville. Staten to Weekly. Weekly returns it, and a floor spike ends up working out for Shelby Weekly to give her her first kill. Kingsolver back to serve with set point. Collins receiving in the back row. Flood will set Davis. Davis returns it to Blanton. Now Staten to Blanton for the attack, and it's good. Corinne Blanton gives West Union the victory in set number 3, 25-18. West Union taking a 2-1 lead in the match. We're back right after this on the Shack Sports Radio Network.
Hey, sports fan! Did you know the OHSAA is among the national leaders in social media? Check out the OHSAA's social media platforms for news, tournament information, accomplishments, helpful links, and all the items available in the fan guide, including photos, DVDs, and publications. Check out OHSAA Sports on Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, and Instagram. And who knows, you may be the next featured face.
Welcome back. Let's take a look at the stats from set number 3. We'll start with Crooksville. Lundell coming out with 1 kill in that set for a total of 2. Van Meter also adding 1 more kill to her stats for a total of 2. Locke getting 1 kill. Rambo scored 3 kills there to give herself a total of 7. Paige Frame scoring 2 kills for a total of 7. Miley Davis scoring 4 kills to give her a total of 9. She also scored 3 blocks for a total of 8 blocks. And looks like that's it offensive stat-wise on the side of Crooksville. Now with a look at West Union, I had Ashla Staten with 1 kill, Maddie Stout with 1 ace. Corinne Blanton had 4 kills for a total of 12, also an ace. Shelby Weekly with 1 kill for a total of 1. Elena Kingsolver had 4 kills for a total of 6. That's a look at your West Union stats. Again, we are, I started to say tied. West Union has a 1-set lead, 2-1, as we enter set number 4. I will name a Snappy Tomato Pizza player of the match after this one, brought to you by Snappy Tomato Pizza in Seaman and West Union. Officials are doing their final check. Coming up Friday night on 99.5 The Edge, it'll be Western Brown football at Wilmington. On Saturday, it'll be Ohio University versus Western Michigan. Noon kickoff here on 99.5 The Edge. Over on our sister station, C103, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. It'll be Ohio State versus Penn State. Also a noon kickoff for that game as well. So high school football on Friday night. 2 college football games for you on Saturday. West Union will have the first serve in set number 4. Blanton will serve. Blanton serving it across to Hall with a dig. It was an overpass, but it worked out for Crooksville as at the net, Jocelyn Hall tried to get an overkill. It didn't work. So Camden Hall for Crooksville comes out. Frame will come in. And back to serve is going to be Lundell. Lundell serves it across to Stout. Blanton with a touch. Now Kingsolver on the attack. Goes over to Frame. Now a floor spike from the back row by Lundell. That doesn't work. Stout will set Kingsolver. Floor spike for Kingsolver. That also doesn't work. Now on the attack is Frame. West Union able to keep it alive. Kingsolver punches it over top the block, but it didn't work. Davis with a kill. Wow. Hard to stop Miley Davis. That'll be 10 kills now for Davis. Serving again is going to be Lundell. Blanton will receive that in the back row. Staten will set it. Stout will return it. Back over to Lundell. And now Frame returns it back to Staten. Stout to Kingsolver for the attack, and it's good. Elena Kingsolver now with 7 kills. Stout will now serve for the Lady Dragons, trailing by 1 in set number 4. Collins will receive it in the back row. Frame on the attack. Nice dig by Blanton. Staten with the set. Kingsolver returns it. Comes over to Collins. Flood to Davis. Blocked by Hall. Nice block by Jocelyn Hall. Her first block. We're tied at 2 apiece. Stout again back to serve for the Lady Dragons. Serves it across to Lundell. Flood with the set. Van Meter will return it. Comes over to Stout. Blanton will set Kingsolver for the attack, and it's good. Elena Kingsolver now with 8 kills. She had 1 in the first, 1 in the second, 4 in the third, and now 2 in the fourth. Collins receives in the back row. Flood to Frame. Frame will punch it into the back row to Stout. Now Staten returns it back over to Collins. Now Davis at the net. Gets the dink to go and scores her 11th kill. No, they're going to say that went out of bounds. Okay, never mind. We'll take that one away from Davis, and West Union gets the point. Stout serving. Into the back row, received by Lundell. Now Frame drops it short on the attack, and West Union gets the point. Serve received by Collins. Flood sets it. Van Meter returns it over to Staten. They're going to set Kingsolver for an attack. That one ends up out of bounds. I don't think it was touched by Crooksville. It was not. So Crooksville scores the point. In will be Locke. Out will go Van Meter. Locke will step back to serve. Crooksville trailing by 2. They trail in the match 2-1. Randolph receives it in the back row. Kingsolver to Blanton for the return. Comes over to Lundell. Flood will set Frame. Frame tries to punch it into the back row, but gets it offline. Ends up out of bounds, and the point will go to West Union. Iman back in, replacing Frame. That's Lexi Iman, the sophomore. Randolph back to serve, a freshman for West Union. She'll drop that short in the net for a service error. So Crooksville will get it back, trailing by 2. Rambo replaces Davis in the front row. And the officials are going to check the book. Yeah, 13 went in for 20. That's legal. All right, we're good. So Crooksville will resume the serve with Collins serving. Randolph receives it in the back row. Blanton to Stapleton for the attack. That didn't work. Now Rambo on the attack. Blanton with the dig. Staten to Stapleton. Tries the off-speed attack. That didn't work. Rambo to Iman. Iman. Wow, what a save by West Union. Iman returns it again back to Blanton. Now Staten will set it. Stapleton with a soft attack. No good. They're going to set Kingsolver for another attack, and that one is good. Elena Kingsolver gets kill number 9. Three-point lead for West Union. Kingsolver with the serve. Flood to Rambo for the attack. That's no good. Now Blanton attacking, and it is good. Corinne Blanton, kill number 13. Kingsolver again back to serve for the Lady Dragons. They lead it by 4, 8-4. They lead the match 2-1. Flood with the set. Back row spike by Collins. That doesn't work. Staten's going to set Blanton up for the attack. She finds the hole. Doesn't need to put a bunch of power on that one. Off-speed attack will give Blanton kill number 14. 5-point lead for West Union with Kingsolver serving. Serves it across to Iman. Flood to Collins, and she'll drop it short in the net. Point, West Union. Timeout, Crooksville, as West Union takes a 6-point lead, 10-4 in set number 4. We're back right after this on the Shack Sports Radio Network.
Taste the Snappy Tomato Pizza difference for yourself. Order from Seaman at 937-386-1010 or from West Union at 937-544-5583. Order online at snappytomato.com.
ProGen's next-generation technology flooring is designed to stand up to the demands of modern life, and it's available now at the Winchester Carpet Outlet. Because ProGen is durable, waterproof, dimensionally stable, and easy to install, it can be used in any room, including rooms that are most prone to moisture and spills, like kitchens and baths. For top-quality flooring, service, and selection at prices that'll floor you, visit the Winchester Carpet Outlet, just off State Route 32 on Tri-County Road, just a few miles west of Winchester, Ohio, and online at winchestercarpetoutlet.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Blanton on the attack. Collins digs it out. Now back the other direction. Iman on the attack, and it's good. Lexi Iman gets kill number 3. Breaks the serve for West Union. Now Hall will come in, replacing Iman, and Hall will step back to serve. Crooksville trailing by 5. They trail in the match 2-1. Hall serves it across to Kingsolver. Staten will set Blanton. She'll punch it into the back row to Collins. Flood will set it. And now on the attack was Lundell. That didn't work. Now Blanton will return it. Clip the net. But Lundell able to return it. Goes back over to Randolph. Now Staten to Blanton. Into the back row it'll go to Locke. Now Flood to Lundell for the attack. Dug out by Stout. Now Stapleton punches it over top of the block attempt by Rambo and gets the kill. Emily Stapleton with her 3rd kill. Staten will serve with West Union leading by 6. Collins receives it in the back row. Now Rambo on the attack. Nice dig by Staten. Blanton, well, not a good set there as Blanton couldn't get a piece of it. Or just barely got a piece of it, I should say. Ended up dropping on the West Union side. Back to serve now will be Erica Flood for Crooksville, trailing by 5. Randolph, that might be an ace. West Union trying to save it. Blanton couldn't get that one to stay in bounds. And we'll credit Flood with an ace there. Van Meter in to replace Locke. And Flood serving. Flood will drop it short in the net for a service error. So West Union with a 5-point lead. Weekly is going to come back in to replace Stapleton. And Hall will be in to replace Randolph. Shelby Weekly back to serve. Her team on top by 5. Weekly is going to drop it short in the net for a service error. Returning the favor back to Crooksville. Davis will be in to replace Collins. She'll go in the front row. Rambo will serve. Rambo serves it across to Kingsolver with an overpass. And now Van Meter jousting at the net gets the kill. Alexa Van Meter gets her 3rd kill of the match. Rambo back to serve again. Her team trailing by just 3 now. Rambo serves it across to Randolph. Now Staten will set Kingsolver for the attack. Dug out in the back row by Hall. Flood will set it. Van Meter attacking. Randolph with a dig. Hall to Kingsolver for the return. Comes over to Hall. And now Davis. They tried to set Davis, but Jocelyn Hall almost able to get an overkill. That didn't work. Rambo to Flood. Now returned off the hands of Lundell. Over to Stout. Staten will set it. Blanton will return it. Back to Hall in the back row. Flood to Van Meter. What do we got? Illegal hit? Yeah. Illegal hit by Crooksville. West Union scores the point. They lead by 4. Rambo out. Collins in for Crooksville. Blanton serving for West Union. Serves it to Collins. Flood will set it. Van Meter with the attack. That didn't work. Now Hall with an attack. And an overpass there by Flood. Davis gets a block on the attack by Kingsolver. That'll be block number 9. Crooksville scores the point. Iman will be in to replace Camden Hall for Crooksville. And Lundell will serve. trailing by 3. Lundell serves it across to Blanton, and an overpass, but it works out. Let's see, are they going to say that West Union was in the net? Okay, they weren't. Yeah, they were. Okay. I think Hall was called in the net there, so Crooksville got the point. Trailing by 2 with Lundell serving. Lundell to Blanton and returned by Kingsolver. Back to Flood, then Van Meter returns it to Randolph, Staten, and Kingsolver attacking. Nice dig by Lundell. Iman with a floor spike, drops it short in the net. West Union gets the point. 3-point lead for the Lady Dragons. Stout will serve. Stout serving it across to Collins. Now Iman on the attack. It's too strong. Ends up out of bounds. And West Union now leading by 4. (15-11) the score. Oh, Stout will drop it short in the net for a service error. Serve will go back to Crooksville as Locke will be in for Crooksville, replacing Van Meter. Locke will step back to serve. Locke serving it to Randolph, and what a save by Blanton. Got it back over the net with her foot. Davis tried a spike, but then when West Union goes to return it, it ends up in the net, and Crooksville gets the point. Nice save by Blanton, though. Just didn't work out for West Union. Anyway, the timeout called by the Lady Dragons. They lead it by 2, 15-13. They lead the match 2-1. We're back right after this on the Shack Sports Radio Network.
You've been listening to us for years.
Shot up by for 3. It's up and in.
Now it's time to watch.
I can save!
Good Guys Radio TV is here with live video coverage of everything happening in our area. Local sports.
And this one is a hard shot out to left field.
Local events.
Hey, this is Braden hanging out with you.
It's all on Goodguysradiotv.com. That's Goodguysradiotv.com.
To get to know people as people, not just customers. That's very important to Mosier Furniture. Today we were lucky enough to have 2 customers call us and brag about the fact that they loved their furniture and they're still loving it after a great number of years. We like to hear that. There's no doubt Mosier Furniture and Appliance has a lot of great customers, but we're always looking for more. Mosier Furniture and Appliance in West Union, Ohio. We're here whenever you need us.
As we come back, Davis on the attack, but it ends up out of bounds. West Union gets the point. Back on top by 3. The timeout works for the Lady Dragons. Weekly back in. And back to serve is going to be Randolph. Serves across to Collins. Now Flood to Iman for the attack. Goes back to Randolph. Blanton will punch it all the way into the back row. Collins with the save there. Flood to Iman. Blocked by Weekly. Shelby Weekly gets her first block of the match. 4-point lead for the Lady Dragons, 17-13. Randolph serving again. Received in the back row by Lundell. Now Iman returns it. Goes back to Stout. Blanton will set Kingsolver for the attack. Iman with the dig. Flood sets a floor spike from the back row by Locke. That doesn't work. Now Weekly on the attack, and it goes out of bounds off Davis. And the point will score for West Union. And Weekly gets the kill. That'll be her second, and that'll bring out the timeout called by Crooksville. West Union leading by 5, 18-13. We're back right after this on the Shack Sports Radio Network.
Our business is helping you grow. We're Baxter Tractor. We take care of you like family.
We've been growing since 1946. As your Kubota dealer, our focus is to help you grow today and into the future. Stop by one of our locations today, visit with our folks, and see our entire lineup of Kubota products.
Our business is helping you grow. Baxter Tractor.
Courtside, ladies and gentlemen, join us on C103 99.5 The Edge and GoodGuysRadiotv.com on Monday, October 23rd, as we team up with SAF for our 21st annual radio and telethon. We'll be on the air from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. accepting your donations to help support Camp Dovetail. West Union scoring an ace. That was Randolph. Timeout did not work for Crooksville. Again, Randolph scoring her third ace of the match. Randolph serves it across to Lundell and gets another ace. 4 aces total now for Violet Randolph. Leads all servers for the West Union Lady Dragons. 7-point lead. Randolph again serves across to Iman. Joust at the net, and it came out working for Erica Flood. We'll give her a kill for that, her second. Rambo in to replace Davis. Collins will serve. Collins gets an ace as that one clips the net. That'll be the third ace for Maylee Collins. Crooksville back within 5. They need to win this set to stay alive in the match. Collins over to Stout for the overpass, but Crooksville wasn't able to capitalize, couldn't return it. And West Union scores the point. They now lead by 6. Kingsolver with the serve. Kingsolver serves it across to Locke. Flood with the dump attempt. That didn't work. Now Blanton with another kill. 15 kills for Corinne Blanton. She came into this game with 145 kills on the season. Now at 160. Lundell to Flood, and on the attack there was Rambo. That didn't work. Blanton punches it back into the back row. That was to Locke. Now Rambo on the attack. That didn't work. Weakley returns it. Flood will set it, and Iman attacking. That one's good. West Union thought it was going to go out of bounds. It did not. As Lexi Iman gets her 4th kill, she will come out, and in to serve will be Camden Hall. Crooksville trailing by 6. Hall serves it across to Randolph. Staten will set Blanton for an attack. Nice dig by Hall. Saved by Lundell. Returned by Collins. Staten to Blanton again. This time it is good. 16 kills for Corinne Blanton. Staten will now serve as West Union has a 7-point lead. Staten serving into the back row to Locke. Flood. And the attack by Rambo is good. Give Rambo 8 kills. Van Meter replaces Locke. And serving is going to be Flood. Flood serves it across to Stout. Blanton is set for the kill, but it drops short in the net, and Crooksville gets the point. Back within 5, 23-18. Flood again serving, and an overpass by Randolph. Now Rambo, and returned by Van Meter. Comes back to Randolph. Staten will set Blanton. She'll punch it out of bounds, I think. No. They're going to say it hit the line. So West Union got the point. And we're going to have a substitution for West Union as Stapleton will be in replacing Weakley. West Union with set match point. Stapleton serves it across and returned. Nice save there by Crooksville. And Blanton returns it. Comes back over to Flood. Now Lundell, and on the attack was Rambo. Rambo again with an attempt, and this time it is good. 9 kills for Madison Rambo. Crooksville stays alive, trailing by 5. Davis in to replace Collins. And Hall will serve. Hall serving across to Randolph. Staten will set Blanton for another attack. And Crooksville, wow, what a save. Rambo returns it back over to Randolph. Now Blanton with an off-speed attack, and this time it's good. Corinne Blanton with 17 kills. 25-19. West Union will advance in tournament action as they defeat the Lady Ceramics 3-1. Stick with us. I've got all your game stats. We'll also have a conversation with head coach Kirsten Rowe, and I will name a Snappy Tomato Pizza player of the match right after this on the Shack Sports Radio Network.
Whether you need insurance to protect your home, car, business, or your family's financial future, I believe that your needs are best served by your local neighbors. Shirley Link, your local Encova insurance agent, will take the time to get to know your specific needs. Contact Shirley Link today to find out how you can benefit from working with a local agent. Visit linkinsuranceservice.com or call 937-695-0611.
Welcome back courtside, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a look at our stats from tonight's match as the West Union Lady Dragons advance in tournament action. They lost the first set, 25-19 to Crooksville, but then were able to win the next three sets, 25-21, 25-18, and 25-19 for the Lady Dragons to win the match 3-1. They will advance to play Wheelersburg on Thursday night. We've already got two games that night, so we will not be able to bring you that one, but it will be at Wheelersburg. Again, that's on Thursday night. West Union facing off against the number 2 seed Wheelersburg. All right, let's take a look at the stats from this one. We will start with Crooksville. I had Bryn Lundell with 2 kills, 1 in the first, 1 in the third, and she had an ace in the second. Alexa Van Meter, I had her with 1 kill in the second, 1 kill in the third, and 1 kill in the fourth for a total of 3 kills. Camden Hall had 1 ace in the first and 1 ace in the fourth for a total of 2. Jillian Locke with 1 kill in the third and 1 ace in the first. Lexi Iman with 2 aces in the second. 2 kills in the second and 2 kills in the fourth for a total of 4 kills. Erica Flood with 1 kill in the second and 1 kill in the fourth for a total of 2 kills. Madison Rambo with a total of 9 kills, 1 in the first, 2 in the second, 4 in the third, and 2 in the fourth. She also had 1 block in the first as well as 1 ace. Riley Chamberlain, I had her with 2 aces. Those were both in the first. Paige Frame with a total of 7 kills, 2 in the first, 2 in the second, and 2 in the third. And then Miley Davis, what an impressive young lady. She had a total of 10 kills, 3 in the first, 2 in the second, 4 in the third, and 1 in the fourth. She also had 9 blocks, 4 in the first, 1 in the second, and 4 in the third. And then Miley Collins with 1 kill in the second and 3 aces, 2 in the second and 1 in the fourth. That's a look at your stats for Crooksville. We'll take a quick break. Be back to talk to head coach Kirsten Rowe with the ACRMC Family Medicine Coaches Comment Show right after this on the Shack Sports Radio Network.
Who is Barry Chevrolet? Why don't you ask your friends and neighbors? Because after 70 years and 4 generations in the automotive industry, odds are we've made a happy customer out of somebody you know. Hard-working, proud Americans drive Chevrolets, and that's why we sell them at Barry's. Hats off to everybody driving a Silverado truck. You're my kind of people. Barry Chevrolet, your best deal dealer.
Hey, sports fan! Did you know the OHSAA is among the national leaders in social media? Check out the OHSAA's social media platforms for news, tournament information, accomplishments, helpful links, and all the items available in the fan guide, including photos, DVDs, and publications. Check out OHSAA Sports on Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, and Instagram. And who knows, you may be the next featured face.
Welcome back to the ACRMC Family Medicine Coaches Comment Show. Joining me, head coach Kirsten Rowe. Coach Rowe, you got off to a slow start in this one tonight.
We did.
Yeah.
Glad they came into it, though, but
right.
Slow start.
Yeah, they woke up in that first or in the second set, and West Union has struggled at times keeping their foot on the gas this season and going for the kill to get that win. But tonight, they showed up.
Yes, they did. That's what we had this conversation that we've been a streaky team all season. This is the team in the second set that I expected them all season. We had that conversation. I'm glad they showed up when it counts, though. So,
yeah. Well, they call the tournament the second season.
They do.
Everybody starts over, and so they took advantage of that tonight, able to defeat a team that was better than their record.
Mm-hmm. Much better.
We kind of thought it would be that way, because Crooksville sees some pretty stiff competition.
Well, and that's what I told the girls. The girls and me were talking. I said, I don't know anything about them, and I think that helps us because we go into a lot of games defeated. We know that going in. Teams that we know that we think are better than us, we just show up and play and move on. I think it helped that we didn't know this team at all. I didn't know anything about them. I know their record, but I told the girls they play some hard teams, so I don't think their record's going to define how actually good they are. I think we were very evenly matched.
Can they overcome the psychological deficit against Wheelersburg?
I hope so. That's what I told the girls just back there in the locker room. I said, Thursday, we just need to come out and have fun. When you have fun, we play better. So just hoping to show up and have fun Thursday, and hopefully maybe we'll have an upset. We'll see.
All right. It does happen. There's no doubt about that. That's why they play the game.
Yep.
Let's talk about your girls in this match. I thought you had another well-rounded match. Several of your players able to get some kills tonight, as I have seen them all season long, and some aces as well. Randolph had, 4 aces total is what I have her for.
She showed up on serving tonight for us.
Yep. Your seniors produced as they usually do. Kingsolver, I had her scoring 9 kills, and then Corinne Blanton, I had her for 17 kills. Pretty impressive, again, game tonight for your seniors.
It is. Those girls show up every night and do anything I ask them to do. So we're hoping that's what we said tonight. We don't want tonight to be our last game with them. So we're pushing on to Thursday was our plan and our goal, and we made it. So hopefully Thursday we can keep it rolling, hopefully.
Right. Well, Coach, good luck on Thursday night. Congratulations on the victory here tonight. Anything you want to say before we wrap it up?
I will say we had our SHAC meeting over the weekend, and that's why I said our record doesn't define a team that we can be. We've had to overcome a lot this season with a lot of injuries. Half my team has been injured at least once a game, so we've overcame a lot, and I have a lot of young players, so it helps. I'm excited for the next few years, but I don't think our record of however many we want, can't remember, defines what team we really can be. So when we come out to play, it shows.
Injuries, one thing. Also, I think I count 8 underclassmen on your varsity squad. So
very young
ball club.
Very young.
And I saw your first game of the season, and it showed then. Now
you wouldn't know who my freshmen were to my seniors.
Nope, you would not.
They have grown so much over the season. That's what I told them. And it is frustrating when we're losing games, but seeing the progress from the start of the season till the end, it's just tremendous how different these girls have really been and grown. So
it's going to help you out a lot next year. Obviously, you're going to graduate some pretty serious hitting talent.
We will.
But it's going to help next year that all these underclassmen.
They've had the experience.
Yeah, got so much varsity experience. And I think you and I talked also earlier in the season in an interview about how there's such a speed difference, and they've got to catch up to that. And you have no time to do it.
You don't. It's a huge difference from junior high to high school. I mean, I have to catch myself when I go to junior high again. I'm like, I need to take a back seat. Like, this is not usually what I'm used to. But the girls have really stepped up and done well. You can tell, like I said, the difference from the beginning of the season until now. So I'm really proud of all of them.
I would absolutely agree with that. Well, Coach Rowe, again, congratulations on the victory tonight. Good luck on Thursday night.
Thank you.
As you advance in tournament action. Thanks for joining us with the ACRMC Family Medicine Coaches Comment Show. We'll take a quick break and be back to name our Snappy Tomato Pizza Player of the Match right after this.
ProGen's next-generation technology flooring is designed to stand up to the demands of modern life, and it's available now at the Winchester Carpet Outlet. Because ProGen is durable, waterproof, dimensionally stable, and easy to install, it can be used in any room, including rooms that are most prone to moisture and spills, like kitchens and baths. For top-quality flooring, service, and selection at prices that'll floor you, visit the Winchester Carpet Outlet, just off State Route 32 on Tri-County Road, just a few miles west of Winchester, Ohio, and online at winchestercarpetoutlet.com.
Welcome back courtside, and welcome back as we are ready to name our Snappy Tomato Pizza Player of the Match. Again, West Union playing a well-rounded match tonight. I was pretty impressed with the freshman Jocelyn Hall as she was able to score 3 kills in this one. Stapleton, another underclassman as a sophomore, also scoring 3 kills. I mentioned Violet Randolph, another underclassman, scoring 4 aces. So pretty well-rounded play there. Another underclassman, Shelby Weekly, didn't play a tremendous amount in this match, but still was able to score 2 kills and a block. And then, of course, Ashla Staten, she gets all those assists as she is the setter for this team. I do not keep those assists, so I can't tell you how many she got tonight, but she is an integral part of this team, and only one of, I think, 4 upperclassmen on the whole team that we see throughout the game. And the other one would be Stapleton. And then, of course, your 2 seniors, Elena Kingsolver and Corinne Blanton. It's going to come down tonight to the kills. Corinne Blanton ended up with 17 kills in this one. She came into this match with 145 kills on the season. Add 17 to that. What is that, 162, I think? So a nice game tonight for Corinne Blanton. And she got 5 of those kills, by the way, in the 4th set to help seal the victory tonight for the West Union Lady Dragons and advance them in tournament play. Corinne Blanton, our Snappy Tomato Pizza Player of the Match. I would like to, again, congratulate the West Union Lady Dragons. They defeat Crooksville 3-1 as they lost that first set 25-19, but won the next 3 sets 25-21, 25-18, and 25-19. That will do it for us here courtside at West Union. I want to thank Sarah Rigdon for engineering everything back in the studio. Also, Matt Hildebrand for engineering everything on Goodguysradiotv.com. I'm Ken Smith. Tune in tomorrow night on our sister station C103 for more Shack Tournament volleyball action. Have a good night.
Taste the Snappy Tomato Pizza difference for yourself. Order from Seaman at 937-386-1010 or from West Union at 937-544-5583. Order online at snappytomato.com.